everyone's scared of change. The Mr. Sparky brand helped with the change. And it's a different mindset. It's a retail mentality that you have to be in. And we're in the people business. So that's what we do. We just happen to twist wires together, but we're in the people business trying to satisfy their needs. Hi, I'm Rusty Wise, president and owner of Mr. Sparky in Charlotte and Cherryville, North Carolina. When I was 13, 14 years old, I started playing around with wiring, dimmers, switches. My mom would take me to the hardware store and I'd buy wires and lights, and she thought I was crazy, I think. But I got an associate degree in electrical engineering and also a diploma in electrical installation and maintenance. So since 1988, I've been actually doing electrical work. But in the meantime, I was in racing, started racing in '88. We ran decent, and I probably could have done much better if I'd have stayed in it. But when my son Winston was born, was the year Earnhardt was killed, and that's dangerous. I decided, hey, I think I'll step away from it. And then Savannah Grace, my daughter, was born 2 years later, so I prioritize family. I don't race anymore. I think my wife would kill me if I got back into it, but she lets me play golf, so that's okay. We built this facility here in '91, and I've been here ever since. So we built it for racing, but also electrical, because I knew I wanted to do the electrical business. I was approached by a competitor franchise, and I said, who else out here is doing this? So I contacted Mr. Sparky and compared the two companies. And Mr. Sparky had more depth with the training and tools that they give us. So I chose to go with Mr. Sparky. And it's been very good. We've grown every year. We're 4 to 5 times what we used to be when we first started as far as help and revenue. Being a Mr. Sparky in the retail side, I can offer my employees more benefits, better health insurance, better pay, and have a better culture. The techs like to come here, and we have awards dinners. I'd say a dozen techs got awards for various things. So we try to give back too. And I think if you don't recognize your employees, then that's when you lose your employees. But if we can elevate the industry standard, we've done our job. My team, I've got Scotty as my field supervisor, so he does a lot of the training now. So he and I team up on the training. And my wife, now that kids are off to college, she's helping back more in the office here. And I really appreciate Ann. She does a lot for the company. I also have Brandon, which is our top tech. He does training. Even though you're the best at something, you need coaches. And Authority Brands is like a coach, and I can call on them anytime. So you're really not alone. I can call on a half a dozen owners, and they'll tell me anything. I can ask them any question. So we have a pulse on the nation on the electrical side of how things are going. Well, when I first started, of course, I was turning screwdrivers and stripping wire. I mean, I was crawling underneath houses and up in attics. I mean, I'm used to doing that. But as we've grown, I've stepped away from actually turning the screwdrivers. Instead of working in the business, I basically work on the business. I do TV and radio. I do some broadcasts, go on some TV shows and radio shows to talk about the brand and basically just educate the consumer about Mr. Sparky and then maybe even some electrical needs that they may have. I basically work 8 to 5. I can work 4 hours a day. I can work 10 hours a day. I'm kind of a workaholic. I generally work 40 hours a week, but I don't have to. Mr. Sparky has definitely given my family financial freedom. I'm sending my 2 kids to NC State University debt-free. With the Mr. Sparky franchise, you're working for yourself. The cash flow's there and you can provide for your family and also your employees. We have the top benefits in the nation, and I think we're the #1 service repair company in the nation. When I get home, Holly, our Dalmatian, she likes to get things. She'll run off with a coffee cup here and there. She does some crazy stuff, and then go out on the deck, have a drink or two. And in my free time, I play golf. We go on trips, just have the financial freedom. Mr. Sparky's allowed me to do that. Just take it easy. If you're a potential candidate and you love helping people, especially in electrical service repair, Mr. Sparky is your #1 company to go to. And if you're seriously thinking about getting into the business or converting your existing business, I'll help you, and Mr. Sparky will help you also. It's been good for my family and my life.